Hello, and welcome to the show. We're back. We're back. It's the Weed and Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Lash, along with Laniya. We got a whole lot to catch up on. But
It was so
I think
fun.
you guys have kept up with us somewhat. We had like 33 views on our live stream the other night. So both live streams were really fun, and we got more coming this week here, so stay tuned for that. Like, share, subscribe. This is the Raw that we're
I keep
covering
forgetting to
tonight
put down the
here. It
places,
is
so I'm just
from
like,
May
you'll know
5th
the days, but at this
in
point, you won't know
Omaha,
where you are. It's kind of
Nebraska.
like I am in life, so.
And yeah, got a good bit to cover. This is the Monday Night Raw, right before Backlash here. You guys, if you watch our live stream, go check out our live stream. We won't be
We'll talk about
reviewing that because we live stream that. So did that with WrestleMania though, but that's different. Um, yeah, but yeah, the night opens up with Jey Uso promo. And Paul Heyman comes out to it. There are far too many yeets. At the beginning of it, and Jay's blowing in the ring, and he's not even wrestling, just huffing and puffing right before he has to say something in the mic. Yeah. Then Paul Heyman enters the chat, and Jay says that he warned everybody about Paul Heyman, that he was going to stab, that he warned Roman that he was going to stab him in the back. And Paul talks about how Punk sabotaged Paul by making him do, all that, and that, he had a dream, and that he's living up to it, and people call him a liar, and really, he's right. And then he goes on about Braun Breaker is stage 1, stage 2 is the title, and Seth challenges Jay. Anytime, any place, and
can someone challenge Jay to a 2 and
it's
4
Jay
match
versus
so
Seth
he dances
for
on
later
rhythm?
on,
because it really bothers me how often he is do his own song. Like, this is your intro. You didn't practice that at all. You were under 1 and 3s, homie. Get to 2 and 4. Someone challenge him for that. And also, Pat McAfee's butt looked great in those pants that night. I jotted it down. That felt great.
There's a little part 2 to it, of where Paul talks to Seth, telling him that, Jay fell for it, and that there's nobody left to protect him, and all that.
Jay's earrings
blah,
were
blah,
hideous.
blah.
Okay.
I just kind of gave that segment a 5.
Paul McAfee kept saying he's eating for life. Is he really eating for life? If anyone can be eating for life. Let's think about that long and hard. Okay, well, that's all I wrote about that, really. Wait. I also wrote the horrendous tans are killing me. Like, from Paul Heyman to
night, we got
everybody.
Penta
What's going on with the horrendous tans? Like, is it a joke, or are they the joke? Paul Heyman's horrendous tan that night, when the army not going to act like that didn't happen. It matched Braun Breaker's horrendous tan.
What are you talking about?
Like, what's going on? Is it team messed up tan lines? Like, what are we doing here?
They're trying to fit the profile of, like, South Miami, drug dealers.
I mean,
but that's the thing. This is also the same company that had Razor Ramon,
orange, like,
and currently has El Grande Americano.
Is no one gonna say something about it? I really like.
I really
it really bothered me that came back to it, like, and talked about it, and yeah. Penta's new music.
Yeah, horrendous dance. Anyways, Penta versus JD McDonough. Yep. Get some arm drag, headlock takedown, standing moonsault, chest slap, leg trips. Michael Cole says Penta's just so damn cool. I agree. And then the pace turns, then it becomes a slow, methodical match. Headbuster on the apron, then there's an ab break. Get the upside down face kick out. Like, yeah, it was. Yeah, it's when he puts him up in the corner upside down and kicks him in the face. I love that shit. Then some dodge punches to Sling Blade, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And then Carlito comes in, and there's a kick to Carlito, and a great crossbody to the outside, and then Finn gets caught and banned. Chad Gable comes up and does fucking nothing. He gets knocked down, and then Whiplash moonsault, and then misses, and then he lands the Mexican Destroyer for the finish. I gave the match a 6. I thought it was
I love Penta.
okay.
I mean, I literally wrote here
A little better than okay.
I was like,
Penta.
I've been thinking,
and he
why
just
am I so
always does some
anti-Finn
wild
Balor?
shit.
I don't even know why I'm anti-Finn Balor. I think it might be his forehead. I don't think I was really paying attention. Yay, Penta!
Mm-hmm.
Am I?
Are you doing a Jim Cornette pronunciation of Finn Balor?
You know what? I think when I read it, that's I don't know. Did Jim Cornette do that? Maybe I'm watching.
You called him Finn Balor.
I like
I just automatically when he said it, I'm just like sounds like something Jim would say.
I'm just going over why I don't know why I'm anti him. Like he had, you know what? I don't know, but I do. I like he doesn't. He's. I don't know. I don't have opinions on McDougal or what the fuck his name is. I can't even spell his name right. Like the only thing I wrote about him is it looks like his shorts are a little loose. He might want a different cut. After they make whatever. So I gave that whole thing a 5. It really couldn't even keep my attention. But the fact that a member of Tool redid Prince's music had all my attention. Chewy! Love
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that him and his brother got their
but
got
there's
their
nothing better than
Ray
Tool
Phoenix now has
Tool,
a goddamn guitar solo go over his entire song.
No, he didn't. He only did Pentas, and it was just Chewy. It wasn't Tool.
Yeah,
was,
I don't know if that was if Tool did his brother's song or not, but yep. Gotcha. There's a quick little A-Town Down Under part where they get a surprise match. And that surprise match is Austin Theory versus Sheamus. There's some good exchanges at the start, and then a drop kick. Texas Cloverleaf was pretty cool. Then does his rolling blockbuster, and then Sheamus does a white noise from the middle rope that looked pretty cool. Then he does his chest smash and bro kick.
Sheamus was looking a lot healthier.
Pretty simple match. I gave it a 4.
I just wish that Heyman gave some of his tan to Sheamus and even it out amongst them. That'd be great for me. But Sheamus looks really good. You know, it's great to see him get back, and like he looks great, especially for his age. Like us knowing how he used to look and everything, looks amazing. I think in the ring, his skill level is still really with it. Austin Theory has amazing physique. I didn't recognize it until he was up against Sheamus. I actually recognized it, and
Yeah.
I like the disconnect from Waller and Austin Theory because now you can really see how much Austin Theory does shine because he's not that bad of of wrestler.
They're
The fuck.
they're slow boiling. They're just slow
Yeah, I
boiling
know.
that face turn for Austin Theory, which I think would be great.
Somebody.
I think
Somebody.
I think it'd be great. We need a fucking baby face
He is good.
on
He
Raw.
is good. And you can tell he's practicing.
And and he's good in the ring. Um and and also he's noted for doing some real cool babyface things outside of the ring. I saw the other day that when he was out and about, he saw a kid with a Dominic Mysterio
That's
t-shirt, and
cool.
he FaceTime Dom for him.
The only other thing I
To have him
said was
talk to the
like
kid.
Austin Theory, like they really have Austin Theory walk directly into a kick from Sheamus, like kicking his own face by walking into it. I was just like that, the match was pretty good. It held up pretty well, but that was just sloppy as shit I saw. Just sloppy as hell. And like I feel like I just literally had nightmares about it after. And I also I hate Chad Gable's neck. I don't remember Chad Gable being in the actual ring or anything, but I hate his neck. Sheamus is back. I just ended Sheamus is back, That's all.
I think
Maybe
you
they had
probably
like a
bring that
side
up
view of his neck or
because of
something. I
what
don't know.
comes
But I wrote it
after
right
the
there
next
as I
thing.
watched it. So
It's Chad
but
Gable's
Sheamus is back.
thing after the next thing. Um yeah. Um at Judgment Day, another promo. This one just has AJ come in, basically talk about how he wants the Intercontinental title. And coming after it, which I mean, AJ going after the Intercontinental title, like I understand the man's towards the end of his career.
I mean, I even put it out like he's an old
that
man,
doesn't
but when he
mean
walked
that
in, they did
he's
like
still
generally
not
look
AJ
startled.
Styles.
So at least he still has that.
And um yeah, and but
I believe so.
also to the
Also,
same
I believe
degree, I
so.
do think him and Dom would put on a really good match. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I still gave it a 0 because it did nothing.
I really wrote. The only thing I wrote
Chad
about
Gable
that
and
is
New
like
Day
I hope the
had
New Day
an
don't become the
extremely
next comedy
pointless
show like
promo. I
R-Truth.
also gave that
That's
nothing.
all I had to say about that.
Yeah, I think they're starting to finally fit into that heel part.
Yeah,
I think
and I
the
think
music and
the
the
adjustments to
demeanor
like
about them, I
the
think they're
way
starting to
they
fit
act
into
with
the heel
the
role a lot
the way they
better.
communicate with the other wrestlers around them is definitely increasing a lot to get on a different level. I think that really helps that out a lot too. I don't know who thought
Yeah.
about promo, but they don't. They wasn't.
Even
They
though
didn't
that
think
was
of the
stupid a
promo, so I'm not
promo,
gonna
I
blame
think
them
they're doing
fully.
all right.
Not fully. Yep.
Yeah.
And my response to that was, I'm kind of passing
Next we
out.
get Becky
Like,
Lynch promo. Um
and that's why I was passing out. You need to make it faster with her. She talks too slow for
she goes
all
on
that.
for a
Make it
bit
faster for
before
her.
Lyra actually comes out. Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, she says no one said I suck. I am the victim. Bailey is garbage, and
Meanwhile, everybody's like, "What the fuck are you
everybody's
talking
mad
about?
at me.
Nobody's
They're
talking
being
about you."
like, "I can't believe you took out the garbage." Um, yeah. And Lyra is just recycling the same stuff. Then Lyra enters the chat, and she I'm glad that she's finally getting on the mic, because she's like, you're recycling the same bit for years, and while you went on holiday, I made history, and you're mad at me, and it was great, to the point, um, well said stuff. I just watched her interview with Chris Van Fleet, finally too, and just further solidifies her as being awesome, and really just on arguably
Yep,
the
especially
one of
for
the
an up and
best
comer
runs in
female, she is doing very, very
WWE right
well.
now.
I concur.
Is Lyra Valkyria.
Um, I just have a quick
They
comment.
get into
Like,
some
Becky spent a lot
fighting,
of time
then
screaming about
eventually she lands
disrespect
the
during a
Nightwing,
segment. Like, her
wraps
wearing
up
those
that
white fucking
segment.
sneakers with all that black leather wasn't fucking disrespectful. Okay? I just want to throw that out there. Again, like, it burns me. It burns. That's all. That's all. That's disrespectful to fashion and everyone else with eyes.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Heights have white
Yeah.
sneakers. How
Hey,
dare
thank
you?
you for the fashion critique. She is betraying with all that stuff. Um, but next up, note shifted there. We got Roxanne Perez versus Io Sky, and on paper, just by the buildup of Roxanne Perez, like how long she's been talked about, over on NXT, she's been talked about quite a bit for quite a while. I have two discrepancies with this match. One, again, we're having a title holder not defend their title. They need to get off this kick. The same thing's been happening with
Do
Zelina
something with your
Vega. You
people,
got
yeah.
plenty of other superstars. How about you build up your mid card? Yeah, instead of repeating the same people over and over again. And my second discrepancy really is with how bad Roxanne Perez is in this match, and the pacing of this
it
match.
just matched her performance. Honestly, it was nasty, mediocre, gaudy, and a waste.
Yeah, there's chase around, and then there is some time where Io is just kind of showing off, which is fine, and then they go suicide dive for suicide dive, and then Roxanne just spends a bunch of time focusing on the knee. There is a cool arm drag from the top.
Her first cover was
then Io does an all right job of selling that her knee gives out. But
I literally,
first compliment. You did a good job selling a knee.
And we're so used to seeing her having better flow in her matches. It just wasn't there. And I want to blame Roxanne Perez, but I just think it wasn't working between them at all. And that's put no. I also put next women suck farts out butts. I said I felt that day.
There was
Is that
no
today?
communication.
Maybe possibly there. About this match, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, then there's a tiger
I
backbreaker
gave it a
right
1.
before a little
And
roll
I
up fest
reiterate
that's
it
just
again.
fucking
Next
awful
women
for the
suck
finish.
farts,
I
out
gave it a
butts,
2.
periods and all.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, we got Otis versus Rusev, which is a far better match. My very first note on it is just two big men being big men, and I love it. Like they're just big man shit that they were all doing at the start. There was just great, and um,
Right.
then Otis tossed
They
Rusev
definitely
over
were.
the table, but they were outside of the ring for well over a 10 count. I
Everyone
I
was
had
making
gone
shit
back
up
and
during
like
that.
rewound it and stuff
They were
because I
outside the
was
ring
just
for
like
2
they've
seconds
been out there
multiple
for well
times.
longer
The
than 10
commentators were
seconds.
just saying anything. At one point, Mike Cole was like they're throwing haymakers at each other. They're pushing each other. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, it was just all over the place. Like, there was some really good parts, but the commentary
Yeah.
was so off. Like, it was like this is an assault, and then Pat McAfee is like Rusev is in such good shape. At the same time, I'm just like, do you guys know who you are? Like, it just the commentary didn't match the match. The match didn't match the match.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there is a really great big kick that's done, and then the accolade finish.
Yeah, I didn't like it all.
And then Akira is just made to look so stupid. Um, and then he power bombs him into Otis, and then just does post to post on him. He gave the match a 6 though, because when you can just simplify me to just being two
I
big
mean, I
men
love big guy stuff.
just
I
doing
mean, it
really
wasn't
good
really good
big
big guy
guy
stuff. I
shit.
wouldn't say that. It was adequate
I
big guy
love that.
stuff.
I love it.
There's just a lot going on, I think. The peacock on Otis's suit was entire like the rhinestones kept taking my attention. Like there's a lot going on just altogether with that match. So I gave it a 5.
Yep. And then we get a quick Gunther and Pat McAfee promo to right before hand.
Yeah.
That just
I
kind of
said
goes over
4, and Gunther's loafers look really
the
comfortable.
stuff. I gave it a 5.
I don't know why I was like
Didn't make any
obsessed.
notes of
Like
it.
I don't maybe
Um,
just closed day. I write what I see. I write what I feel. And it wasn't really much else going on in that SmackDown, so of course I'm looking at people's clothes.
yeah. Um, we get the main event: Seth freaking Rollins versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Title. Um, great slow methodical pacing at the start of the match. Seth chilling in the corner. He gets an uppercut from Jey. That was really great. And we get a suicide dive. Ad break and then more exchanges, and then a great double crossbody from Jey. Um, oop, looks like she dropped out. So I'm guessing that we're still recording. So wonderful technical difficulties. Wonder if I gotta send her a link to get back in. Do 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 do. Wonderful technical difficulties, yeah. Do 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 do.
We are recording.
Okay. I'm assuming it because it said
Okay,
it's
well,
recording up here. So, yep.
I
Okay.
had
I figured.
something to say.
So, did a little do mess. Just singing along.
So I just had to
So,
say,
should be able to find
um,
it.
my comment was they're selling those
um.
weak ass half ass punches to the head. Like the original punches to the head
Yep.
that Jay and Steph were doing, they were horrible. But thinking I was going crazy. But they were just like they were like this. Like, you guys are really going crazy for this, but at least the crowd was into it. But I was just like,
Oh yeah.
okay. If that's
Mm. That Nebraska crowd was pretty rowdy. They seemed like they would cheer for paper bag. Um. Uh. Yeah. Then where I was, there was a double cross body
that horrendous chant.
from Jay. Then it's ironic that you were talking about that because this is awesome chants had started. Yeah. Um. And then suicide dive, and then pretty cool midair super kick, and then there's this is awesome chance for the second time, and I think it's too slow for all that. um,
Pedigree was cute.
and
It was cute.
then we get a frog splash miss, and then spear gets countered by pedigree.
And then I wrote, I wonder if
And
Jay's goatee for a lifetime
yeah, and then
investment.
holy shit chance,
And then I wrote, I
and
don't know
the
if
fuck
this match
happened.
is dragging on or if I'm tired. And then I wrote, I watched it over. It's definitely dragging on. Same thing from the crowd. It was horrible. Like, it was dragging on. It could have been so much better.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and then stomp the sleeper, and then spear, and there's kick out, and then third, this is awesome chance. Um. And then superplex the Falcon
Oh,
Arrow.
crowd.
Then like little half stomp kick out. Then Sami Zayn comes in and attacks Braun Breaker. And then super kick, spear, frog splash.
I literally wrote,
And then a spear by
why is CM
Braun to
Punk back?
Sami,
Does he ever
spear to
go away?
Jay.
Why
Then
doesn't he
Punk
ever go the
comes
fuck
down with a
away?
chair, and it all gets into a mess.
It's like, bro, you won the TV time, you got it, but seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. Just throwing them in more and more.
The crowd
I
was
gave
so
the
hyped for
match
no reason, though.
6.
That's why I was like, why
Even
are you
though
screaming yeet with these horrible punches? What are you guys doing? No one's watching.
Really, the
You guys
crowd
aren't even paying
upset me
attention.
more than the
Why are
match
you just
itself.
screaming stuff out? I also gave it 6. And I watched it twice because I thought it might have been me because I was tired. So I watched it like during the day at like 8.
Yeah. I did the same thing. Yeah.
Whoops. It was horrible.